Okay, this next puzzle gets a little annoying.
Good work, sir. I believe I can now follow the ion trail of Deep Ship 86 back to Delta Berxalon 5.
Yeah, that's all fine and well, but this isn't where I'm supposed to be right now. Then again... Oops.
Sir, I believe I may be able to tap myself into the PTS and perform a limited set of functions.
PTS?
Yes, sir. PTS, the Photo Triangulation System. It was installed as a crude backup navigational device to the modern navigational computer system. It's what you see before you mount it in the middle view screen.
Yeah, might as well get this over with first. Now,
you peel apart the photo and negative from your first PTS image. You peel apart the photo and negative from the second PTS image.
what you're supposed to do is put together negative and the photo in some manner,
That's an interesting...
which I've never really been able to figure out.
The PTS is online and working. We can now launch to polysorbate.
Oh, well, that was easier than I thought. But yeah, first we need to go back to Delta Berxalon after all. Alright, we're here.
I bid thee close.
If you're staying in here, Graham, I'm going out there.
Never gets old. Right, Lab A if I'm not mistaken. Alright.
Wow, a mad scientist working on a planet called Delta Berxalon. You wonder what he's doing here? Designing women, perhaps? Sorry?
Let's have a chat with Mr. Loeb.
Hello, Doctor.
Janitor Wilco? What in blazes are you doing here?
Well, Doc, I got a distress call.
So why are you here?
Because I know it originated here. In fact, it was from Stellar Santiago.
I'd know those wrinkles anywhere.
You're out of your mind, Wilco. Now go away and leave me alone. I've got important work to do. Goodbye.
I know something's up here, Doc, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. You'll be sorry, pal.
Yes, whatever you say, Wilco. Just get out of my face.
Well, he's not terribly helpful, but at least we got him out of the way, so we can rummage through this box here.
It appears to be a Callahan Moddy. Seems you remember someone talking about these recently.
Actually, we don't.
You take possession of the Callahan Moddy.
But I do know what we're supposed to be doing with it. And it looks like we're about to run over the 1 hour mark. So I'm just gonna stop the recording and start a new one. Yes, I'm actually gonna be going on for even longer than usual this time. Because I really want to finish this game already. So, see you in a few minutes. Alright, I'm back.
The door is a microbe-safe biofilter with quasi-redundant filter seals. You'll never get it open by hand.
Okay, then I'll just press the button. Now, we're gonna go back to polysorbate because there is one place that we neglected to visit during our brief stay there before. Though it was kind of useless to visit before, since we didn't have that Callahan Moddy we just obtained. Back into the shuttle. Sit down. We've already seen that.
Then, the Galactican said, if I did have hover capabilities, I wouldn't need the cleft snorter. Excuse me, sir. How may I enhance your efforts?
Actually, I think we can turn him off now. Right. Back to polysorbates. Vroom! Are we there? Oh, right.
Your whimper is my command, sir.
That's comforting. Yeah, we need to get Manuel to beam us down.
The shuttle always looks trashed like this when it gets back from one of those intergalactic tailgate parties. The gel is flavorless.
How do we get him to do that?
Then, what may I do for you, sir? Step over to the transport pad and I will beam you down to the surface of polysorbate.
Gladly.
Manuel tosses you a transport signaler.
You can only use this from the place I beam you to.
That's handy, I guess. Though if he was keeping that thing in his pocket, doesn't that mean it's holographic and thus I wouldn't be able to take it outside of the shuttle? Details. Wow, I actually got beamed down properly for once. They should just have Manuel do all the transporting stuff on the deep ship instead of that robot. Alright, let's check out implants and stuff. Hello. We all remember this guy, don't we?
Yikes! Can it be? Why, yes it is. It's Fester Blatz, former owner and proprietor of Fester's World of Wonders, a cheesy little tourist trap on the desert planetoid of Fleabot. The t-shirt looks, and unfortunately smells, like the same one he wore on Fleabot. He has the expression of someone enjoying a permanent wedgie. He has aged somewhat. Looks like he's grown a few more neck rings. These last few years have been rough on him. From what you remember of him, he used to be kind of an aqua blue. Now he looks like a used lug liner, or the color of a Vorillion miner's loogie.
Well, it might also have something to do with the fact that he was an ETA last time.
This one's labeled fresh. By the looks of things around here, fresh is a very relative term. What's special about this Abby Normal guy? Good night, Mr. Feldman, wherever you are.
Yes, fans of Mel Brooks films just got a laugh out of that one. But we'd want to trade something for this Callahan Marty.
Hello there, Mr. Blatz. I think I have something you might be interested in.
Think so, hey?
Oh, I really think you'll find it interesting.
Ooh! Why, I'd love to take that off your hands. Of course, you realize that it's illegal to sell those, but I could trade you for something. Look around and see what interests you.
I could really use a cyberspace jack.
Tell you what, I'll trade you for one of those fine specimens in the case. What do you say?
No, I want the jack or it's no deal.
Oh, now take it easy, Sonny. I think we can do business.
I'm glad you see it my way. It's been a pleasure. Take care, Fester. I gotta fly.
Cool. Oh no, he's gonna be mean to me! Yes. Let's get back to the shuttle. Thanks for the help, Manuel. Right, back to Delta Bergsalon we go. Again.
My sole purpose is to help you, sir.
Yes, Manuel. You're very kind. It's a shame there aren't more locations to explore like in Space Quest 3. Well, guess you can't have everything. Alright. The doctor's busy back there, meaning I can make use of his computer here. And it just so happens it's equipped with a cyberjack port.
That's an interesting idea. Not a good one.
What do you mean?
That's an...
Oh, gotta turn it on first, of course. I always seem to have a problem remembering that. Now, prepare yourself for the technological marvel that is cyberspace. Wow.
Talk about a brave new world. You'd better be up for it if you plan to explore this cyber terrain. This cyber terrain is just a little arid. It's just more evidence to confirm the old adage that if there's time enough to do it, there's time enough to do it half-assed.
Yeah, I can name a few people who are well known for doing that.
That's quite a leap. You'd be able to clear it if you could get a running start, but you can't run in this game, only walk. In this space quest, you can't switch to sprint.
Let's take a giant step for mankind.
Whoops.
Guess you're about to find out if there's cyber gravity. Apparently it does exist. As you plummet to your cyber death, you are confronted by a variant of an age-old question. If you fall and hit the ground within cyberspace, and no one is there to hear it, will you make an audible splat? Yep. Smooth move, X-Lax. Yes, this cyberspace thing can be pretty painful, and I'm not just talking about the rates.
As if anyone uses dial-up in the future. So yeah, I guess we're gonna have to take the long way around. And when I say long way, I mean long way. MC Escher would love this place. Oh?
Hey, free birdseed, and so conveniently placed under a huge boulder, too.
Obligatory reference in this kind of environment. But let's move on. We're not interested in that stuff. Especially since there's no death scene attached to it either. Just keep walking, janitor boy.
For those of you who aren't paying attention, that's a stop sign.
And it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 glorious sides.
Hey, leave the signs alone. Were you born in North Fork or what?
No.
You drool in that direction, but no one notices.
Yeah. Well. Let's head up to this office place.
The sign says it all. There was much talk and rhetoric about the information superhighway, but the executive and legislative branches seem quite opposed to getting together on just about anything either one of them introduces. Just look at the space program. Anyway, the frustration of a former employee is documented in the amendments to the opens date.
Remind you of anything? Well, that screwdriver there's gonna come in handy, as is this plank.
Bet you can't fit that thing in your pants. Guess I was wrong. It does fit. There must be plenty of spare room in there.
I guess Roger's pockets are bigger on the inside. Oh my Jeebus. Looks like this is Microsoft Office.
That, boys and girls, is Sis Innie. She runs things around here like an Iron Maiden, with the firmness of titanium BVDs, with the control of a steel belt-reinforced brassiere.
Yeah. Sis.Innie. Get it? Well, we're gonna have to take a number.
Looks like a programmer just prior to shipping.
Poor guy.
It looks like some poor slob actually waited for his number to be called and died for his troubles.
So how come he didn't disconnect? Stop that! But yes, you noticed, the number we have is long past, and we can't take more than one.
You summon the ability to leave it alone.
For whatever reason.
It feels...
So yeah, gonna have to mess around with this thing a bit.
as cool as...
Yeah.
That,
Have
you
to
summon
open
the...
it up first.
Don't touch that.
Next.
Now do I have to show her the number first?
Does your number match the one shown by the counter?
No, I don't seem to have that one, but...
Oh, I am sorry, sir. Strangely enough, there's no provision for buts in this system. You either have the number shown or you do not. Now, please await the calling of your number. Thank you very much. I have important things to do.
Okay.
That's don't.
I'm supposed to be able to open up this thing somehow, but...
It probably seemed like that's
Huh?
boy. It wouldn't be. Don't pick. That wouldn't. You summon.
Hang on, I think I'm missing something here.
Uh-oh, looks like it could be a long wait for you too. The spirit of DMV lives on.
Just what do you think you're doing, sir?
Well, I didn't think you'd mind if I just looked through your files.
And I thought I'd seen it all. Just step back and wait your turn.
Yeah, that's what we're here to do.
You may just have improved your chances of getting to the files with that slick little maneuver. Sometimes you do surprise me, Roger.
Wow, the sarcasm is just dripping off my screen.
You summon the... That's an...
I don't get it. I thought I was supposed to be able to just... mess around with that thing right off the bat. I'm missing something here. Oh, now I can open it up. Mess around with it a little. And now I have the proper number.
Does your number match the one shown?
Yes.
As a matter of fact, I do possess that number. Read it and weep, Pixel Woman.
Oh no, you can't possibly. Oh. Well, I guess you're right.
You bet your palate, little 32 by 32 pixel mama.
Alright. Now then, let's see if we can find some info on this Nigel guy. Oh boy. N. Let's see here. Which drawer do we need to check?
Man, these filing cabinets are a mess. Even I could keep them up better than this.
Yes, I'm sure you could, Raj. Oh, wait, no. Of course, I need to check the R for Rancid. Nigel Rancid. Yeah, I see.
Man, these...
Shut up. May notice certain drawers have a bit of a thicker outline. That's the ones you need to open up in order to form a staircase.
General drawer failure. You get the up.
Whoops. So you can reach the file you're looking for. Alright. Nigel Rancid. Nigel Rancid and his brother St. John are hired thugs. Most recently, the Rancid brothers have been employed by Dr. Hayden Bellows and Sharpay of the Golden Light Years retirement community on Delta Bergslon 5. Cross-reference Bellows, Sharpay, Santiago.
Looks like interesting reading.
So now we have to continuously check all the files until we find the most important of them all. Although, we could cheat a little. Since you probably don't want to see me go through every single one of these files, and it isn't terribly interesting reading all in all.
Now, what have we here? You haven't found a clue to this file's existence, yet somehow you know. Perhaps subtracting a few hundred points from your score will teach you.
No!
Nyah, nyah, nyah. Cheaters never prosper.
Damn you, Gary! And he promptly gives them back to me anyway. So yeah, this is the file we need. Project Immortality. The holy grail of narcissists everywhere, Project Immortality is the cold hard scientific name applied to the cold hard science that is the fountain of youth of our times. Project Immortality is funded by Sharpay and overseen by controversial Dr. Hayden Bellows. It promises humankind a hope of the ages, eternal life. Sure makes marriage a scary proposition though, doesn't it? Yes. And what do we do with this stuff? Well, you're about to find out. Now, we can't just take this stuff with us out of cyberspace, otherwise the files just disappear. So we have to print them first.
The cyber printer accepts your cyber file gratefully and begins to print. The question is, what exactly is the output of a cyber printer?
Next.
Print this other one just in case as well.
You virtually eat the nearly real mint. Your virtual breath is now virtually minty fresh.
That's nice. Let's get out of here. So long, Windows 3.1. Now, don't fret, we don't have to take the long way around anymore, since we brought this little plank along.
You smartly drop the board in place, spanning the gap between the two bridge sections.
Was that thing always that long? Whatever. Now we can easily get out of here. Now just take along the printed files and confront the good doctor here with the truth.
What is this?
Well,
Is this supposed to prove something?
Well, actually...
What you have there stacks up to nothing more than a significant waste of polypop, boy. Now leave me to my work.
Oh, I guess it seems we need those other files after all. Great. Sharpay, a philanthropist of the first order. This benefactress of many good causes is known throughout the universe simply as Sharpay. Sharpay's most recent project has been the Golden Lightyear's retirement community on Delta Burke Salon 5, where she hopes to spend her declining years. Always thinking of others, this grand lady will leave a legacy of charitable works behind her when she goes. Corpsman Stellar Santiago was a member of the Starcon fleet before her departure from the world while attempting to rescue a janitor second class who was stationed aboard SCS Deep Ship 86. What, they don't even bother to name me? Dr. Hayden Bellows is the Chief Medical Administrator of the Golden Light Years Retirement Community. He has gained much notoriety over his controversial efforts to mitigate the effects of, some say to altogether eliminate, aging.
Well, what do you know? Maybe there is something to this superhero reputation thing after all. And after that episode with the egg beater, I thought you'd never impress me again.
Egg beater? Do I even want to know what he's talking about? Alright.
These are the printouts of the files you've collected from cyberspace as evidence against Dr. Bellows.
Now we have all the files we need to let him know we're in on his little scheme.
Well, Dr. Bellows, I think you've got some explaining to do.
You're out of your mind, Wilco.
So, what do you have to say for yourself now, Doctor?
Confronted with the facts found in the files you located, he freaks and spills all.
My...
Deity?
Eloquently stated.
Very.
I didn't think this all the way through until I'd crossed my own personal ethical line. I was already... It had already gone too far. The experiments alone... I thought I could do just this one thing and still live with myself. Love can move a person to do some strange things, Wilco. She knew how I felt and used it to her advantage.
I think I know what you mean about that love thing, but wait a minute. Slow down. Are you saying you have the hots for... I mean, you are actually romantically intrigued by Sharpay?
Hard to believe, I know.
Wow. You are serious. I agree that love can make you do some weird stuff. In this case, though, it made you do some stuff that was unethical and illegal, Doctor.
To say the least.
Where is Stellar Santiago? I know she was alive, that her death was faked. What have you done with her?
Great Caesar's ghost. The woman, she's still alive, but I'm afraid not much time remains.
She is? What do you mean, not much time remains?
As you must realize by now, the Golden Light Years project was merely a front for the research I'd been conducting per Sharpay's wishes. She is intensely fearful of death. You probably didn't notice that she is getting up in age a bit.
Oh no, I definitely didn't notice.
Yeah. Who could have guessed that?
In very simple terms, Janitor Wilco.
That's janitor, second class, pal. And don't you forget it.
He's very proud of his rank, low as it may be.
Janitor second class. As I was saying, Sharpay feared dying, enough to take the lives of others to save her own. She knew I loved her. I remember the day I met her. It was at the funeral of... I believe it was her fourth husband, and I remember never having seen her look so radiant. I fell for her, hard, and she knew it. You should have seen her in black.
I'll pass, thanks. Just tell me about Stellar.
Okay. The bottom line is that I have developed a way to extend Sharpay's life by transferring her mental essence into the body of another. It was to be you until your friend Stellar Santiago got in the way. We thought no one would miss you. Go figure. What I have done is to employ nanotechnology to take over the designated host body, as is happening with your friend as we speak.
Oh great, now this is turning into
Stellar's
microcosm.
body being taken over by Sharpay? Jeez. I don't understand. Is there anything we could do to stop it?
I've never really thought of it that way.
Well, think about it now. We have to save Stellar. You can't let her die. You can redeem yourself at least to some degree, Doc.
As much as it pains me to admit it, you're right, Roger. You're right. Okay, I think I may have a plan. We can save her. there are some interesting spin-off technological breakthroughs. I'm going to send you in to stop Sharpay.
Say what? No, I don't think...
It's her only chance. If you seriously care for your friend, you'll do this.
Oh, the only way, huh?
The only way.
Well, okay then. I hope you're sure about this.
I'm positive. Here's how we shall go about it. You will move your shuttle into Lab B. Meanwhile, I will generate new software for your shuttle's navigational system, which will help you locate the nanites, the very small robotic devices I developed for the intrusion. One of them is Sharpay. If you can stop Sharpay, well, your friend's chances of survival improve immensely. Then, once I have located and extracted you, I shall work to repair whatever damage may have been done to Stellar during the attempted incursion.
Looks like we're about to embark on a fantastic journey of sorts.
The shuttle is nicely miniaturized by the beam deal. Hopefully, it is reversible. Perhaps you should have asked about that. There are some things you can't afford to have smaller.
What, like his stomach? Yeah, I can get behind that. Back up a little. That's dandy. Alright! We're inside Stellar. And not in the way you'd expect. I think that's enough for now. So join me next time as we conclude this final entry in the series. And face off with Sharpay. So, I'm Amayirot Akago. Hope you enjoyed this next part of the LP, and we'll be seeing each other out there somewhere. Goodbye for now.